Hi everybody. So we're nearly at the end of our adventure with Jeremiah. We left him with the dinosaur flying back after Goldilocks had met her parents and finally made it back. We're up to chapter 6, Home to Grandma. Jeremiah rode home on the dinosaur through the dark woods. At last he came to his grandma's garden, with the trail of blurry looking footprints still leading to and from the kitchen window, and his grandma's house with its walls of gingerbread and cakes sparkling in the moonlight. Jeremiah's grandma was standing on the front step, waiting to greet him. "My goodness, Jeremiah," she said, "is that the no-good robber who's taken your auntie's tarts?" "No, Grandma," Jeremiah said. "It is the dinosaur." "Ah, yes," said his grandma. "My eyes are not so good in this moonlight. I thought at first it was a dragon you had there." Then Jeremiah's grandma and the dinosaur said, "How do you do? I'm pleased to meet you," to each other, and Jeremiah told his grandma all that had happened to him during the day. When he spoke of the Sleeping Beauty, his grandma said, "Goodness, is that one still there? She must be older than I am." When he mentioned the wolf, she said, "Yes, I think I may have heard about him." And when he had finished, she said, "So it was Goldilocks. Who would have believed it? It makes you wonder what young girls are coming to these days." "Yes, Grandma," Jeremiah said, and he gave the door knocker a little lick. It was made of treacle toffee. "Well, Jeremiah," said Grandma, "you are a good boy and a brave one. Also, in this dinosaur, I do believe you have discovered a true friend. Are you hungry?" "Yes, Grandma," Jeremiah said. He was licking the door itself now. It was made of barley sugar and seaside rock. "Are you hungry?" said his grandma to the dinosaur. But then before the dinosaur could reply, she said, "Of course you are, a big fellow like you." After this, she squeezed past Jeremiah and disappeared into the house. When she returned, she was carrying an enormous plate. "I always knew you'd find the robber, Jeremiah," said his grandma. "But I must confess, I thought the tarts themselves would be gone forever. And so, as you can see, I made some more." Jeremiah looked at the enormous plate piled high with tarts, each one a little cup of golden pastry with a glorious crisp and curly edges, full to the brim with strawberry jam, all dark and delicious from the baking. The dinosaur looked at the tarts also, and he said, "Those are the finest looking tarts that I have ever seen in my life, Mom." "But what about the good old days?" Jeremiah said. "Didn't they have better tarts then?" "Not at all," said the dinosaur. "Those were the bad old days, in my opinion, as far as tarts are concerned." Jeremiah and his grandma sat down on the front step, and the dinosaur stretched himself out on the ground, and together they began to eat the tarts. That's the end of my story. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a shame they didn't get the tarts back, but they did find the no-good robber. Hope you enjoyed it enough to read some more of the Ahlberg stories and poems. Thank you for listening.